'cause it's hell and high water you're going through. Come hell or high water, I'll be here waiting for you. I can't keep you from crying, and I can't stop your pain. And Lord, the brightest of sunshine, oh, it never could stop the rain. But you know that I'll be there, just like that old song. Gonna be your good morning when your crying's all done. 'Cause it's hell and high water you're going through. Come hell or high water, I'll be here waiting for you. Carrie Marks again. It's hell and high water you're going through. Come hell or high water, I'll be here waiting for you. Yeah, yeah.
That's good.
May God bless y'all.
T texted me the other day, a couple of days ago, and he said he was looking forward to the night. He said, I need to render.
I do, man.
Well, you rendered.
You rendered on that.
You rendered. You rendered.
God bless you. It sure is fun singing.
That's one of my favorite songs right there, T.
Thank you, buddy.
It's a classic.
Right there.
Speaking of classics, they asked us if we would each do a verse chorus from, one of our heroes.
Yeah.
So we all picked a song that we could do a verse course of, a classic, and I went with Don Williams. So can't go wrong with that.
You can't go wrong with Don.
No. So this is one of my favorite Don Williams songs. I know sometimes you may wonder from little things I say and do. But there's no need for you to wonder if I need you. 'Cause I'll need you till the rivers all run dry, till the sun falls from the sky, till life on earth is through. I'll be needing you.
Yeah, man.
What a great song.
Yeah.
What a great song.
Jason, what'd you go with?
George Jones.
Well.
He said, I'll love till I die. She told him, you're forgetting time. as the years went slowly by, she still prayed on his mind. He kept some pictures on the wall, went half crazy now and then. He still loved her through it all, hoping she'd come back again. He stopped loving her today. They placed a wreath upon his door. Soon they'll carry him away. He stopped loving her today.
Nice, man. Nice.
My daddy raised me on that.
So you know when you used to have albums, 12-inch vinyl. Jason, you probably don't remember that. You were probably born in the cassette days or either the CD days. But anyway, your favorite albums you listened to over and over and over, and they would get all scratched up, and the cover would split open. You'd put some tape holding it together, put your initials on them, and all that. So I had all these Merle Haggard albums that were just beat up. I had about 10 of them. I was out on the road with him. I wanted him to sign them. I kept forgetting to bring them, and one night when the bus was leaving, I remembered, and there was a stack of them. And I remember we were at the Oil Palace in Tyler, Texas. It was me and John Conley and Merle Haggard. And I opened the show, and after I got finished, I took those albums out to his bus to get him to sign them for me. And, you know, he knocked on the door, and he looked up and said, "Come on in." He was really nice to me. And he said, "What you got there?" And I said, "Well, I got some stuff I want you to sign." And he said, "Lay it down here." So I laid it on the table, and he was thumbing through them and just saw how beaten up they were. And it was like the ultimate compliment to him. He took it as he looked up and said, "Dang, Brown, you've listened to these before, haven't you?" I said, "Yes, sir. I learned a lot from it." And this next song was one of my favorite ones. It came out in 1980 called Big City. Kick it off back there, Wichita.
Oh, yeah.
That's right.
Oh, we're getting down with the old stuff now, yeah.
Well, I'm tired of this dirty old city, and I'm tired of too much work. Lord, ain't never enough pay. And I'm tired of this dirty old sidewalk. I think I'll walk off my steady job today. Yeah, and I turned me loose, set me free, as I'm weary in the middle of Montana. Yeah, and I give me all I've got, come up to me, and keep your retirement and your so-called Social Security. Yeah, and the big city turned me loose and set me free. Let's tag it, guys. Yeah, and the big city turned me loose and set me free.
Yes, Lord.
From his beat-up album collection.
Tonight's Opry performance is in association with Shriners Hospitals for Children.
You know, that story right there that T. Graham Brown told is pretty much the whole reason that this is still awesome. Because with just those three guys sitting up there talking, we're able to sit back and kind of hear them talk and hear their stories. And that story about him getting on the bus, I'd never heard that story before. I was sitting here, again, alone in the crowd, nobody else here, going, wow, that's such a great story. And I was honored to get to hear it in person, and I'm glad you guys get to watch this too. And so thank you so much. I'm going to read some more of the comments. Carol says, got my cowgirl boots on watching the Opry. Amy Weiler Wayman says, the Opry, when Trace is there, is on my bucket list. Now, I got to know Trace a little bit over the past 10 years or so. I'd say we're pretty good buds. And I can tell you the thing about Trace is he's a member. He plays a lot. But, man, every time he walks out, he's so excited about it. We were just backstage about a month ago together. And, I don't know how many times Trace has played it. I would imagine in the hundreds. But every time, the guy's played a stage as big as you can think of. And he's like, here we go again. And I think that's what's great about the Opry. Now, a lot of you guys are being introduced to me for the first time. So my name is Bobby Bones, and I have a national radio show, and I write books, and I do comedy. But for me, playing the Opry stage, I've played it as a comedian 14 times now at this point. And every time you walk out, the crowd's going to be different. You kind of got to get ready. And it's extremely nerve-wracking because you know that a lot of your heroes, like mine, Jerry Clower, even Ray Stevens. I think my coolest Opry night was playing after Ray Stevens played. And so for me, I grew up listening to The Streak and the Mississippi Squirrel Revival, and I'm a big Ray Stevens guy. And so to come on after Ray had played and to be able to tell him that he was a hero of mine is a big deal. But that happens with so many artists here, too. The doors stay open back in the dressing room, and you can pretty much go into anyone's room at any time and be like, hey, I'm a big fan, and there's a lot of respect back in that hallway. And it's what the Opry's all about. It's people getting to play the same stage as their idols. The coolest person to ever walk into my dressing room was Kix Brooks from Brooks and Dunn. Just a diehard fan of Brooks and Dunn. And he came in and was like, Bobby, how you doing? And I was like, oh, are you kidding me? So this whole place, there's thousands and thousands of stories like that. And push share if you're watching this. Push share. Because we want your friends to see this too. We're here with you every Saturday night. The circle remains unbroken. Keep sending your messages. You're watching right now. Write your messages. I'll try to read some of them back in a second. So it's Bobby Bones, the Grand Ole Opry. We're live right now. That's important. And let's go back to the stage. Here we go.
Well, we're back in this building, and it's empty except for us, but Spirit's always in this building, It always, I don't care what, you can walk out here at 3 o'clock in the morning and you could feel it. I always can every time I come in this building. And we're going to, from here to the end of the show, we're going to do some gospel stuff. Gospel's always been a real staple on this stage, on the Grand Ole Opry show. And so we just thought that we'd tip our hat to some gospel music tonight. And, we've got one of the premier artists in the genre with us tonight. So we're going to let Jason kick this off.
Thank you, Trace. I love this song. It's one of my testimonies for sure. I've done this a couple of times out here. It's called I'd Rather Have Jesus. I'd rather have Jesus than silver or gold. I would rather have him than riches untold. I'd rather have Jesus than houses or lands. I would rather be led by his nail-scarred hands than to be a king of a vast domain, than be held in sin's dread sway. And I would rather have Jesus than anything this world can afford me today. I'd rather have Jesus than man's applause. I